we got some. We got two receivers, two backs. I mean, three receivers, two backs again.
They play a lot of this for the Colts.
Oh, he's going to get – can he get around the corner? Oh.
He makes it around the corner.
Big boy run. Touchdown.
For the touchdown on the first play.
Colts causing havoc, yo.
The Colts, that looked like an option play to me. And their quarterback decided to keep it and ran it all the way in for a 20-yard touchdown. Craziness. The Colts are up 12-0 on the Longhorns. The Longhorns have to get back into their game plan, because if they do not score on this drive, it is going to start looking difficult. Extra point try.
Watch the defense.
And it's good.
How about that?
That was a good kick.
It was. That
was a good kick.
So we saw the Colts, the last drive, complete 2 passes, and now we see them scoring on a run play out of like the first play of the drive. They are starting to put the defense on their heels because they appear to have options. They don't appear to be a team that has to only run it or has to only pass it. So now the coach is having to deal with that pressure. That's when you're balanced like that, it makes the game a lot easier.
As a defender, how do you prepare for a dual threat quarterback? A quarterback that can hit you with the option, that can aggressively run the ball, and can throw it accurately.
As a player, and I can only speak for it as a corner, I ain't got nothing to do with that quarterback running around back there. I got to stop this receiver or 3 receivers from running around back here. But with a dual threat quarterback, it depends on the type of dual threat he is. If he's a runner, you got to keep him contained, and you got to make sure you don't give him running lanes up front. If he's a guy that wants to run around and throw it, we now have to plaster on the back end, meaning we got to just stick with our receiver maybe now for 10 seconds. Wow. The average play is about 4.5, 5 seconds. But when your quarterback can run around, the Patrick Mahomes of the world, the Josh Allens, and still the Aaron Rodgers, and still throw a rope, you got to plaster. So these plays may take 7, 8, 9 seconds, where you're having to turn around and chase this receiver to Africa and back. You know, like you got to just cover. And then be ready for the next play.
It sounds just so difficult because receivers, especially at the professional level, not only are so fast, but they can keep you on your heels with
absolutely.
They're so skilled with their routes that 10 seconds is 10 minutes.
We can't cover that long. It's impossible to cover that long. We're told that as DBs. So we want our line to be good to help us out. Let's check the corners out again. Both of them press. I love it. Both of them are pressed up.
Another press. Yeah, they're pressed every single play. It's given them.
It's impressive, right? Like it's kind of, you don't see that a lot. I mean, they are really up there, and it means business. But think about this: when they decide to now call a play, hey, you got a pass play. Those receivers, because they're 14, they're going to be thinking about the fact that they've been getting beat up all day.
They're not going to want to run those routes. They are up on the line of scrimmage. They're not giving
good
them
size
any
kids
leeway.
too. Like this kid's big. This corner's bigger than this receiver.
You can see it. You can see it.
Yeah, you can see it. 2 safeties deep. That's cool.
Serious press every play.
This Colts team's being taught. You don't see 2 safeties back either a lot. Look at this.
Pass play. Nope. They decided to hand it off again.
What's third down coming up? Third down in about 5?
Third down in about 5. That defensive line of the Colts is kind of playing bend, don't break. We'll give you 2 yards. We'll give you 1 yard.
But you're not getting anything outside.
Exactly. And you have to now throw the ball, and those receivers are not happy.
At all. They've been getting beat up play after play after play. And now you got to try to – and the corners get a feel for the receivers, like they get to work the receivers and see how they run their routes, if they're running their routes, because if they're just blocking and now they all of a sudden run a route, it's going to look like a pass play.
Oh, that was a great fake to the running back. The quarterback decided to keep a good 5-yard play for the first down.
I got fooled.
Great job by that quarterback. Great job to really sell that run, make you think that it's a pass,
to watch the Colts
tuck it in and get those yards.
Oh, that's a penalty.
Yeah, that's offsides.
I used to hate when coaches would say, ask the lineman, how do you false start? Like, you're the closest person to the ball.
Of course. It's ridiculous. Yeah, it looks like a 5-yard penalty, of course.
13-0.
Continue press every play.
Very disciplined. One safety back, bringing the house. So when I look at the field and I see one safety deep and I see everybody in the box, I immediately think to check to another play. Like, don't run it at a stacked defense that's going to stop your play. Like, that's a wasted opportunity. If they're committing to the run, to stop the run, they got everybody in the box. At 14, you need to be able to go to another play. Put your team in success. Look at it.
Or at least as a coach, you got to start to looking and seeing, this quarterback has been having.
Good tackle. Good job. I think that was one of the safeties that came up.
Close. He was close to escaping, but that defense collapsed. And once the defense collapsed, it's barbecue chicken after that.
Hey, Big 12, we gotta get this thing hooked up with some highlights. Like, right then would have been a good highlight clip right there, that hit right there. I would have liked to seen that one again if y'all listen.
Exactly. One thing I will. Oh, it looks like.
What just happened?
Was there a penalty?
That's a huge penalty. What is that? All right, I'm sure Houston's not mad.
Had to be some type of roughing the passer penalty.
Face mask, something, right?
Yes, because that's 15 yards.
Watch the quick snap. This looks different. Quarterback under. Okay, now we're talking.
That
they went
to
a safe defense too. See how the defense went to a safe defense? Defense went safe. Got two safeties back.
Another run play for about 3 yards.
At some point, I think they're going to have to come off the. You're right. They're super committed to the run. They're going to have to do something else at some point.
Committed to the run right now.
I think they should just blitz a corner. Or I want to see if the corners can play Triumph. What if they just up there big and can't play?
It seems as though they want to be more dynamic, but they're nervous about the defense that the Colts are running.
I can see that. And they're changing it every other play too. Like, their defense, they're going from single high to too high, from single high to too high.
They're trying to make sure that they don't make a mistake. They're trying to play it safe, I believe.
4 down linemen. You got 7 people in there. I mean, I don't know. It's a soft box, I guess. What is going on?
5 minutes and 50 seconds left. Looks
we
like
haven't ran a player in 2 minutes.
Oh, a false start. Formation.
Oh, that's what happened.
And another powerful run play for about 9 yards by the Longhorns. Committed. If that penalty would not have happened, they would be in first down territory. But unfortunately, penalties stunt drives. Will they be able to convert?
You think they got enough time to run it in like this? In this quarter?
It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be difficult, especially with how dynamic the Colts offense has been the entire game. They're gonna need to have some chunk plays, and they haven't had many chunk plays in the running game so far. That's another stop by the Colts. I believe it is third down.
It's got to be third, right? So thinking here comes the pass, but they fooled us the last time and they ran it up the middle.
Yeah, that quarterback has wheels and is capable of making plays on his own. So we have to see what they decide to do.
I would blitz my safeties and dare them to throw it. I would dare them to throw it.
These corners are in press. They have too high.
So you got a soft middle of the field.
We just seen a receiver in motion, but was there a timeout?
Yep.
Timeout by the Longhorns.
This is a huge play for them. It's 5 minutes left in the second quarter. They have nothing on the board yet. They cracked the red zone once. This is a huge play for them.
I've seen a receiver in motion. It looked like he may have tried that soft middle of the field, but that timeout, I guess the coach did not like what he saw on the inside.
Houston doesn't really have a lot of movement to their offense. It's not a ton of movement. It's kind of like they're going where you think they're going. It's just, can you stop it? Now, the Colts seem to have been doing a really good job stopping it at times, but those 9-yard runs, though, late in the game, if this is close, those do start to, those break.
That is why this play is so important, because you can continue to commit to that run if you score on this drive, because you're only down 7, maybe 8.
3-by-1. 3-by-1. They must got a tight end on the backside.
They're all on that right side.
Oh no! Oh, what is this? I'm from
that.
No, incomplete. Oh,
incomplete.
What happened? I don't know.
That corner almost had himself an interception.
Look at me yelling out pick. You can hear the DB in me.
That quarterback did not commit to the pass quick enough, in my opinion. He let the defensive lineman get up on his body too fast. And now you're not going to be able to get into your stance, get a good pass out. It's just a situation where you're going to be stuck. And that's exactly what happened. And there was almost a turnover.
So right now, if I'm the Colts or if I'm the Longhorns and I'm on defense, I keep talking defensively, you got to be looking for a shot play right here. Right now is a time where you get like a jet sweep, a double reverse pass. Just take the life out of you. Stay disciplined, stay focused. Oh, we got a little press down here. Come on. They're pressed up too. All right. 3 backs got a little wishbone set in the backfield. Oh, 2-by-2.
Oh, they're motioning out of it.
They might run though, right up. Oh, no, not a run right up to. Oh, what is this? Penalty too much.
False start. Excuse me.
Bless you.
False start. No, I believe it was just a timeout.
No, they went backwards. They didn't go backwards?
Doesn't look like it.
Okay, you think they're about to do that same thing again, aren't they? So I would have did a different play. Move him up. All right, what we got?
That's a lot of motion.
Pass.
That quarterback drop back. Deep pass.
Is it complete? Complete.
It is caught.
Told you. Big play. Right out. Big play.
At the 44-yard line. Wow.
Huge play. Great timing by the coach. Great play call.
Carrolton Colts. That was a
great execution. Shot. Great timing. That was great. Now what are the Longhorns thinking? How do they feel right now?
That is a deep shot. My apologies. They are at the 41-yard line.
Single high. They may take another shot. No, they got the 2 backs in the backfield. Make it the run. There you go. Blew it dead. They don't have it sealed up over here either.
Another false start.
The amount of penalties that the Colts have is insane for them to be up like this.
This just kind of goes to show that it might just be a talent gap between the Colts and the Longhorns, because it seems like the push in the trenches is going the Colts' favor on both sides of the ball, and that is how you win games in any Pop Warner going to the Spring League championships for Big 12, going to the NFL, winning the trenches, you win the game.
Yeah, it all starts up front. It always starts up front, and then the team that can stop the run first. That's where football starts. Let me get this. I want to take a shift out of this again. Nope, probably not.
This Longhorns quarterback has been dynamic. A run play to the outside. He tries to get the corner. He isn't able to get it as well as he wanted to. Maybe 2 or 3 yards on the play. Nothing extremely positive.
He ran about 20.
Oh, it looks like we have an injury, unfortunately. Prayers goes out to that little one.
For sure.
We really hope that these kids are able to stay healthy and play through these games. It is unfortunate whenever we have an injury. Prayers go out. Hopefully, like I said, it's something minor, and they're able to check back into the game. But as of right now, we do have an injury on the field.
Intermission.
Ooh, man. Right now.
They look extremely well coached. All right, 2 backs in the backfield. I think we're gonna get a run to the 2 receiver side. Up the middle, I was wrong.
Up the middle run. Good stop by the Longhorns. Get yourself back in the driver's seat. Try to take control of this drive. Get yourself on a good foot. A 3rd and long is exactly what the Longhorns need to try to get themselves back into this game that is not out of reach yet. It is only 13-0. It is only the second quarter. There is a lot that can change.
We're almost to the 2-minute warning.
They're probably going to be able to get one more playoff.
We're running to the 2 receivers. All right, we got 3-1 now. So I'm thinking backside if I'm the defense. Backside pass. Oh, this receiver got destroyed down here.
It is a broken play. The quarterback drops the ball at the line of scrimmage, but is able to make something out of nothing with his legs. A 5 to 6 yard run play wasn't enough for the first down.
Yeah, 1 second.
penalty. Those penalties offsetting penalties repeat. Third down. Wow. Holding on the defense and on the offense on the same play.
Offsetting penalty. I told you, like, the Colts have had way too many penalties to be winning.
That play would have been enough for the first down. And the penalty by the Longhorns would have bailed the Colts out. But Carrolton with another penalty, making it difficult on their lead. You don't want to get the ball back
self-inflicted wounds
on a short field.
Self-inflicted wounds.
All right, it looks like a sweet play to the outside for about 4 or 5 yards. I don't believe it is enough for the first down. There's 13 seconds left in this second quarter. And it doesn't look like another play will be able to be run.
Nope. Halftime. Unless we got the wrong clock. Ooh, my phone's about to die. Why is this not changing?
Looks like some substitutions on the Carrolton side. And
looks like a lot's going on for the clock to say 000.
Yeah, there is another play being run. There's some time still on the clock. It looks like Carrolton's going to run another play. They need, it's a punt play by Carrolton. That was third down. Great punt. That Carrolton defense coming back out, that Longhorn offense with that dynamic dual threat quarterback trying to find a niche to get into that end zone and cut this lead down as much as possible.
16 seconds left, and you got to go 70 plus yards, 75 yards.
That's the length of the field.
If that.
That's the length of the field.
All right.
That's the length of the field. That's gonna be difficult. You're gonna need
draw a play up, coach.
Chunk plays.
Calm down.
Quarterback option. He gets it to about the 26-yard line. All right, it looks like one more timeout before we get to that halftime buzzer. The Carrolton Colts up by 13 on the North Houston Longhorns in the Big 12 Spring Championship game. After that timeout, we're going to see what the play that the Longhorns have up their sleeve to potentially get down this field and maybe get some points. Another quarterback power. He gets the first down and sneaks out of bounds, giving them a little bit more of an opportunity. Before that halftime buzzer sounds. A deep pass down the field is intercepted by the Colts and being taken back down the field out of bounds. A costly interception on the last play of the half. The Carrolton corner has been waiting for a deep pass and snatched it out of the air. Excitement. The Carrolton Colts defense has been making impact plays all game, scoring a touchdown, getting interceptions, forcing fumbles. The Longhorns are going to need to make adjustments when they go to halftime, or this game can get out of hand quickly. Carrolton with a commanding lead of 13-0. Now receiving the ball after a costly interception by that Longhorns quarterback.
Coach Coop, and yours truly.
If it ain't live, it ain't me. We got action.
Woo, you caught me working here. If it ain't live, it ain't me. It's your boy Bo, Official Gear Shop. Come shop with us today. We got basketball gear. We got football gear. We got football equipment. We got baseball gear. Hey, we even got event staff gear. Doesn't matter. If you play dominoes, we got gear for you. Anything you do, we got gear for it. Officialgear.shop. Hey, check out this QR code right here. And what I want you to do is take out whatever you got, take it out, scan that thing. Now you're on the website, Official Gear. You can check out what we got. We got team apparel. We got gear for officials. We got everything you need. We got sports equipment. So whatever you need, come holler at your boy Bo, holler at Ray. Everybody on the staff, we'll be glad to help you and get it out no matter where you're at in the United States. Follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Hit that QR code. Once again, you see it? All right, hit it. So for official gear, it's Official Gear.
Baby got the streets on hold, he ain't drop it. I've been going hard, it's gonna be hard for you to talk that. I make it look easy, but it's really a project. I'm really a millionaire, still in the project. Baby putting on for the city, baby he the realest. Baby probably got a couple million.
Hold it. You're not that good. Come on, man. Let's look up the world. Let's look up the world.
Got a new show.
What it bout?
Football talk.
A lot of clown.
3 hosts.
No doubt.
Got a name.
They shout it out.
Tavar and them.
Barn who?
Tavar and them.
That's the crew.
Yeah, it is.
What's the school?
2 on it.
Pat and Coop.
Big 12.
In the youth.
Big 12.
Interviews.
Lot of fun.
In the group.
Sunday night.
Know what it do.
What it do? Working out at the gym. Talking noise while watching the film. Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Pat and Coop. Tavar and them.
Hey, y'all got anything else? It doesn't matter, man. It's time to go.
Jesus, say something, guys.
And we are back at the Big 12 Spring Championship game. I am your host, Young God the Holy One, aka Anthony, and this is Spot On Sports, and we are not in a nip and tuck game like I thought we might be initially. The Carrolton Colts are up 13-0 on the North Houston Longhorns. Let's get back into the game. My co-host Tony Monk is here with me. I am excited to finish this second half.
No doubt. We got a really good game here at Carrollton Colts, North Texas Longhorns. North Houston Longhorns, excuse me. I hope they don't get on us for that. But definitely a good game here. Obviously, you can almost call this one-sided hand. The way that, the Colts have really been out here today. But, it's still good football. It's still good football.
The game is nowhere near over. The Longhorns have the ball. The quarterback gets stopped on that QB power for a bit of a loss, but it is only 13-0. It is a lot of time left. It is only the third quarter. The coach for the Longhorns needs to make some adjustments when it comes to maybe sliding protection, because that defensive line for the Colts has been very dominant in the trenches today.
No, definitely. We're talking about the trenches, and that's what a battle of football is usually want. You need to see what type of push you can get on that line. And for the Longhorns, they need a little bit of that today. Listen, it's not about the size of the dog in the fight. The size of the fight in the dog. So being undersized
exactly
always mean everything, because you have to come off the ball with tenacity. The Longhorns are going to need to show that in the second half. And it's the good thing, right? That's why it's 2 halves every game. It's an opportunity right now here for the Longhorns. We got a bit of motion going on right here.
We did not see much motion from the Longhorns in the first half. They are showing a bit of adjustments on offense, trying to maybe get some misdirection on that defensive side. That line with the push, but that Longhorns quarterback trying to sneak out for a 4-yard gain. That quarterback is dynamic, that footwork, that speed. All he had to do was miss one more tackle, and that could have been a huge gain.
No, yeah, it would have been, but that just goes to show you about the defense that the Colts have brought out here today, and that is on display for us to see right now. They're rallying, they're able to get some pressure and get them moving around in that pocket, and we see that down the result in about probably a 2-yard gain or so.
There was a few substitutions on that Longhorn offense. Let's see what those changes will do on third down. A quick pass attempt, catch, short gain. Was it enough for the first down? It does not look like it.
Yeah, like it's gonna be. We have to get our chain team on the sideline so we're able to keep up with the downs.
This is fourth down, if my counts are correct. They are going for it on fourth down. Do they get the push they are looking for?
Yeah, they got that.
Those chains are moving. The Longhorns able to get the push on the line of scrimmage, extend the chains, go from fourth to first down. All you need is some extended drives. Now you need a couple chunk plays, and this game can be flipped on its head. Momentum is quickly shifted.
No, definitely it has, but that's again,
wide open receiver in the slot. Wide open receiver in the slot for the Longhorns. Let's see if they capitalize on it.
For a big play here.
Oh! Difficulties with the handoff led to a broken play and a wasted down.
And see, with that wasted down, that puts the Longhorns in a really bad spot to, really try to make this play on this next time come up here. But again, I said this earlier, the Colts defense, they know how to fly to the ball, they know how to rally. I like when the defense is able to put an offense in uncomfortable positions just like this.
They are again leaving a receiver open in the slot. Another run play for about a 3. Oh, the ball was taken directly out of the running back's hand. That linebacker snatched the ball from this running back like candy from a baby. Another injury, unfortunately.
It looked like we have another injury here on the field. But while they're getting that looked at, let's talk about that last play. And, the defense, again, firing on all cylinders. Forcible turnovers, Anthony. Forcible turnovers. When your defensive guy is able to just strictly snatch the ball right out of another player's hands, shows you what type of dogs we have out here today.
Directly out of the running back's hand. Have you ever seen a bully walk up on a unsuspecting glasses wearing nerd and take his lunch money? It was so similar than running away.
Do you know where we get to see that at? Where do we see that at? We see that from Aaron Donald of the Los Angeles Rams when he does that Sunday in and every Sunday out.
Aaron Donald is a perfect example of theft on the football field. What a great play by that linebacker. The third turnover of the game and the first turnover of the second half. Let's pray that this injury is minor and that player can walk off on their own power.
No, definitely. Obviously, the goal is to always play physical, Anthony. We always want to see a physical football game. These guys, they work so hard. They come out here, they play like warriors, but you never want to see an injury
exactly
to this degree to where a player just either cannot finish the game or is unable to return. We still want to make the game as safe as possible.
It is always going to be a dangerous game. Injuries do happen, but we always pray for minor injuries, and we pray that they can come back into this game and help us finish it out.
No, definitely. And again, let's just kind of going back to the flow of the game itself. This is the Longhorns are a smaller team. For those of y'all who can't kind of see on the sidelines right now, the Colts are nearly twice their size as far as numbers, and even inside itself. And when the Longhorns start losing numbers like this, you kind of start asking those questions. What do we do? Where do we go from here? Who do we have that is able to come in, jump right into position so we can continue this game? That's just going to be a really big problem for the Longhorns to finish this third quarter as well as the remainder of this game out.
The difference in size will always also attribute to some of the injuries, because when you have to play more snaps, when you have to play more downs, potentially having to play special teams and offense and defense, or defense and special teams, you put yourself in situations where it's more fatigue. And the more fatigue, the more prone injury.
Gotcha. And Anthony, while we're waiting, we're going to go ahead and head into an intermission right now. Kind of call this guys our injury timeout. This is Spot On Sports. Tony Monk, Anthony Martin will be back in a moment.
And we are back. Young God, the Holy One, aka Anthony. I'm with my co-host Tony Monk. We had an injury time out, but it seems as though that player was able to get off of the field safely, and we are back to championship football with the Carrolton Colts up 13 on the North Houston Longhorns. And another sweet play for a touchdown by the Carrolton Colts.
Again,
This run game has been dominant.
Definitely, yeah, Anthony. They're taking advantage of their injury timeout. Whether that's a chance to get your breath, whether that's still a chance to pour it on this Longhorns team. I mean, this is still a game of football, and we still do have a game to play. Credit here on a nice little run play by the Carrolton Colts right now.
Taking advantage of that outside, was able to get the edge with that speed, took it all the way to the end zone, the stiff arm to fight all the way to the pylon, hitting the pylon and making sure to finish the playoff with a touchdown. Exciting by the Carrolton Colts, up by 19, potentially 20, if they can cap it off with an extra point.
Heck of a Big 12 championship, Anthony.
Heck of a Big 12 championship, 20-0. You having some technical difficulties on the feed?
On an intermission. Not sure what happened, guys.
We looking pretty good. If we can get that back, we're almost there. We're almost home now.
Back up. We're back up. Back here, guys. Back here. Big 12 Prep League Championships. 21 Anthony Martin lining up for kickoff as the Carrolton Colts get ready to kick off to the North Houston Longhorns. Anthony, let's talk about it, right? Looking at a blowout deficit, still late in the third, but you got time to put together some drives. Like, what can they possibly do on this next offensive possession?
Chunk plays. You need your impact players to make impact plays. Whoever is the star, whoever is the leaders on this team, they need to step up and put impact plays together in bunches. They need to string a couple stops on defense. This is not out of the woods yet, but you have to buckle down and you have to make adjustments.
Glad we were able to get that feedback. Definitely have to make adjustments. They have to. This is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for the Longhorns to try everything in the playbook right now. Try what you can. Do the toss plays. Go figure out what you have to do to get this Colts defense, rattled a little bit.
One quick scoring drive will put fear in a defense, and one stop will put hope in an offense. All they need is to string together some impact plays.
We're definitely going to see what type of impact plays they have right now. Offense is lining up. We got two backs to the left and the right of the quarterback. Two receivers to the left, one to the right. Let's see what happens here. We got a little motion too. Going out wide. Oh, no, he's going out of bounds. He's coming down. Offensive player needs to get out of the way here. But here we go. Two receivers to the left, running back to the right, one out wide to the right. This is the shotgun we've been needing to see, Anthony. Let's see if it makes a play here.
It is a quick handoff. Stifled.
Oh!
Tackles are being broken down the field.
They put a big guy back there on that.
A play that could have gone for 2 yards, taken for 40 yards to the 38. The Longhorns needed impact plays. They got one from their running back.
Yes, it was, Anthony. They got one from the running back. We got to make sure we include highlights on these things next time. But if you look at that play, you see the physicality of the running back as he tries to break it out to his right side. Manages to get a couple of bodies off of him in his real big game. Not a speedster, but enough power to be able to make a big play happen that was really needed for this offense.
The amount of broken tackles shows that this Longhorn team has not given up. They're still using effort. They're still using tenacity. Blockers down the field, receivers blocking. That's how you get impact run plays. That's how you get chunk plays. This Longhorns team is showing a little bit of life. We needed to see some life out of this Longhorn offense, and they are displaying it. Let's see what else they have in the toolbox. All right, got some substitutions. Got some substitutions for the Carrolton Colts. And it's another halfback toss stopped in the backfield. Great play by the defensive line in that front seven. Those linebackers collapsing on that outside run play. Ball is placed on the 38 of the Carrolton Colts. 4 minutes left in that third quarter. Let's see what the Longhorns can do. Will they show any more life? We got motion. And another impact play down the field to the 10-yard line. These Longhorns are not giving up. Another injury timeout. That is unfortunate on a long play to have an injury. Like we say, please be safe. Let's hope that this is a very minor injury and that they can come back and play in this game. Another impact play by the Longhorns. 3 long runs to keep this drive not only extended, but putting the pressure on the Colts. Up 19. Will their defense be able to hold throughout the fourth quarter? Only the Longhorns' second red zone trip of the day, which is indicative of why the score is currently the way it is. But the Longhorns are showing life. Another strong power play up the middle. Touchdown. Wait, they're saying he was down at the 2-yard line. The 2-yard line. The Longhorns are knocking on the door to another. Say that one more time.
No, I'm back in, Anthony. I'm back in. Just got my
outstanding. The Longhorns are knocking on the door of the red zone for the second time of the day. Can they punch their ticket? And it was a touchdown. Like I said, I thought they were stopped at the 2. They were going for the 2-point conversion. It was a touchdown. 2-point conversion is incomplete. The secondary for the Colts has been stifling. 1 interception already. 3 pass deflections. I'm a fan of how this Colts secondary has been playing.
No, yeah, definitely. Obviously, I've already spoken very highly about this defense and the way that the Colts have played here today. And,
absolutely.
I mean, look, a big run got away from this. Like, let's be great about what the Colts have done since stepping on this field. Big run got away from them. You know, they when you send a power back at them and want something, you got to give up one, right? You give up one when the other team kind of finds themselves in desperation, and that's where the Longhorns are right now. But again, it's we're still in the third quarter. It's only 3 minutes left to go. There is time. There is time for the Longhorns to try to make a push.
One note to point out: this Colts offense has only driven down the field one time. Their other two scores, one was a defensive touchdown, the other one was set up by a big defensive play. So this Longhorn team has had success stopping this Colts offense. They need to string together some more stops and get this game back close.
No, definitely, and again, this is an opportunity for the defense to rise up. Obviously, they had a significant injury on the last drive, but again, you finally put points on the board. You're finally able to see some life within your team. This is the opportunity to step up and get a stop.
The Colts take over at the 45.
You guys get the front row seat to the Big 12 Prep League Championships. Carrolton Colts, North Houston Longhorns got a good game here, 20-6. Colts lead.
Yes, the Colts do lead. They have had this lead the entirety of the game. I am your host, Anthony, a.k.a. Young God, the Holy One. I am here with the CEO, Tony Monk.
The CEO on other days and today, I think I'm just a regular broadcaster, much like yourself. But I'm happy to be here, man.
Nice sweet play down the sideline. This Colts running back is taking it.
And it's a bump. He may be down on that one, Anthony. I want to believe he was down, but
they may have had him down or pushed out of bounds a little bit sooner, but a great run by that Colts running back who has been showing signs of dominance throughout this game. I love the way that this offensive line has been blocking. The trenches are in control by the Colts. First and 10. They do another option play to that running back who was stopped in the backfield but was able to power through and make positive yardage out of a negative play. This running back is finding creases and finding holes where there aren't any, and he is leading this Colts offense to victory so far.
the Longhorns certainly have to find some defense and find it right now as the Colts are in territory, not field goal range. Certainly
not now.
Yeah, certainly make a strong push here. Here we go, lining up, and you see that there is two running backs in the back. Quarterback is going to fake it. Next play action. Rolls out to his right. Still going. Has time to throw. And that is intercepted.
It is intercepted in the end zone. This Colts quarterback trying to get it all on one play, put the nail in the coffin, but the Longhorns have showed life again. That cornerback hawking the ball, seeing it in the air, getting the interception, and landing in the end zone for a touchback. A great defensive play. We said that the Longhorns needed impact plays to get back in the game, and these are the plays we were talking about.
And Anthony, let's kind of revisit that play. And again, sorry guys, so we don't have the highlights for this, but the quarterback had it. He had time, he had the space to be able to kind of roll out to this right. But you know what you want to see is your quarterback not to take the shots. This we're up, right? We don't want to start doing give me plays that's giving the defense an opportunity to be able to catch back up, giving a team an opportunity to find more life. This is an opportunity for you to run the ball, and that's what I kind of want to see more of next drive. Running the ball and really putting it on this defense. Put your foot on their necks and get out of here with this championship win. But obviously, Longhorns have an opportunity here if you just see that they ran it up the middle, number one, taking it for a couple of yards.
And when your running back is getting 4, 5, 6 yards a clip, there is no reason to shy away from the run in any way, shape, or form. I understand if you want to do a dink pass or maybe a screen to misdirect the linebackers, but there's no need to take a shot that deep up 14. This Longhorns offense has a chance to really put pressure on the Colts, but 2 back-to-back plays shut down. This Colts defense is trying to make up for the mistakes of their quarterback, who has been playing well with his first turnover of the game.
And Anthony, again, I'm pretty sure this quarterback would have definitely wanted that back. Probably kicking himself on the sideline right now for that interception, as we see here. Oh, that's another fumble right there, Anthony. I think that's going the other way.
That is a fumble.
That's going the other way.
Recovered by the Colts. That is how you make up for a mistake by your quarterback. He has been holding you down the whole game, and to finally get the opportunity to avenge him on the next drive is exciting. That gives your quarterback confidence. That makes him feel as though he can go out there and play his game, knowing his defense will back him up.
Oh, definitely. And this looks like a bit of a mirror, Anthony, of the previous drive when we were just speaking a little earlier, not the last drive, but the drive for that, when the Colts defense was able to just snatch the ball right out of the Longhorns' hand. Again, this is things that kill offense. You have to have ball security.
Ball security is job security, yours and mine. Shout out the legendary receiver Brandon Marshall. That's where I learned that from.
I love the comparison. We got to roll out right here with the number 7 as he'll be caught. Like maybe a loss. Oh, that's a flag call. And did they get him on that?
I do not believe that they're going to call that, but I did see what you saw.
Yeah, that was pretty bad takedown. I believe number 7 was there.
That was a questionable tackle, maybe a potential frustration tackle.
That's a possibility, but obviously, even in the heat of the moment, when you can find yourself down, you still got to be able to play some sound football. And bone-headed mistakes like this, hot-headed mistakes like this, you find yourself giving up 15 yards. Obviously, they did call that horse collar tackle on number 7, and rightfully so.
Yeah, it was a horse collar tackle, and great job by the referees to actually catch it. I did not know if they were going to catch it. They were able to. And these, again, plays that put you on the back foot while you're already down. These are not the plays that the Longhorns needed. These are not the penalties that the Longhorns needed. Another run play up the middle, directly into the end zone. The Colts take a commanding 26-6 lead over the Longhorns in this Big 12 Prep Championship.
That's big touchdown vibes for the Carrolton Colts as number 7 just sees them running straight up the middle. Kind of getting them back for that horse collar tackle a little earlier.
And like we were talking about on the previous drive, where you said you wanted to see that running back with the ball in his hand, and you got to see it, and you see the fruits of that running back's labor, that offensive line's labor. Another touchdown, a 20-point lead, and we're close to a championship for the Colts.
Well, one more quarter to go. 7 seconds left in this this third quarter, but seems like they'll still be able to have an opportunity to kind of get another playoff or within this offensive possession for the Longhorns in this quarter before we head on to the
As a Longhorns player, you have to understand that anything happens in a game of football, but you also have to understand that some of the mistakes made today were by you. Turnovers, ball security, not being able to extend drives, turnover on downs, and it's been a difficult game. It's been tough sledding. The Colts are
Anthony, you
all
got to let me
over.
tell you the coach crowd is getting heavier. The fans are getting rowdy. One of the coaches coming up over here just telling them really up the spirits and go ahead and really stick a fork in the Northeastern Longhorns. Super exciting out here right now.
It looks like this Colts fan base is ready to celebrate a championship, but we have one more quarter to play, and we have to make sure that we finish this game out. You have to finish as strong as you start. It's the only way to keep a championship mindset, and that's what the Colts are having right now.
Oh, definitely championship mindset, and again, now at this point, right? Let's get back to what we were working for us earlier in the game. These runs coming off the play action pass, like we saw earlier when the quarterback did have an opportunity, if nothing else, to run and get extra yards. Let's not just give it up to the defense, and let's really come out here, settle in as an offense, and make some plays and let's score again, and put a nail in the coffin.
Ball has been placed at, looks like that was the last play of the half.
Yeah, that's the last play of this third quarter. 0 on the scoreboard. This is Spot on Sports. What we're going to do right now, fourth quarter is about to start. We're just going to take a small little break. This is the Big 12 Prep Sports League. Carrolton Colts are up over the North Houston Longhorns 27-6. Spot on Sports, Tom Monk, Anthony Morgan. We'll be back in a moment.
Are back. I am your host, Anthony Martin, aka Young God, the Holy One. I am here with my co-host, Tony Monk, and this is the Big 12 Prep Spring Championship. We have the Carrolton Colts leading by 21 on the North Houston Longhorns, who have 6. And this is the top of the fourth quarter. The Colts have been all over these Longhorns. The running game of the Colts and the secondary has really been the two most dominant places.
There's a big play. It looked like it was happening for the Longhorns, but once again, the Colts defense quick to rally from the quarterback keeper.
The quarterback of the Longhorns has been giving a valiant effort to try to make plays dynamic, extend plays with his legs, do running quarterback powers, but it has not been enough. They have the scouting report. They know that he is the impact player and are not letting him just get anything that he wants.
Well, you can look at the Colts defense and you see once again here on this run, quick to get to the ball. They're playing closer to the line first of all. So you know even though you're having your safeties kind of play back just in case they do hit you with a play action pass, you're still able to play close enough because the Longhorns have shown an inability to stretch the field and stretch this defense.
They have to show some semblance of ability to stretch this defense out or stretch defenses out in the future as they try for championships, because this Carrollton Colts defense, and especially the secondary, has had the scouting reports. They're leaving receivers open and they're not taking advantage of it. It looks like the Longhorns have a deficiency when it comes to throwing the ball down the field.
And that's obviously going to hurt them as we see here on this next play. Look like they're showing a blitz here on the Colts defense. Let's see what the linebacker does. He definitely comes through. It is a blitz. But the quarterback seems to find a way to get out, Anthony. There he goes. But he's tapped.
This quarterback is dynamic, able to see the blitz, visualize, make moves. Unfortunately, it is not enough to extend the drive.
No, it's not. And that's like that's going to be a punt for the Longhorns. And Anthony, as we talk about it, with 7:29 left to go in the fourth quarter, excuse our scoreboard here, guys, but you know, you can kind of say if a 26-6 lead here like this, it could all be for naught, you know, for the Longhorns at this point.
Now is about time for the Carrollton Colts to run the ball, smile, wave, tell everybody where they're going to eat after this game, and start to polishing their championship, because they have done what it takes and done enough to be the Big 12 prep spring champion.
Clock is probably about to start rolling now as we're here in the fourth quarter, 7:27 left to go in this game. You know, kind of looking at it, you know, it's become one-sided, Anthony, and we talked about that earlier, but, you know, the Colts are a big team. Colts are a big team.
Yes.
And for what it's worth, they still showed up. When the Longhorns had their opportunities. So we won't speak as if, you know, they never had a chance. They had opportunities that they botched and that they gave them.
It is the turnovers that is really the determining factor. 3 for the Longhorns, 1 for the Colts. 4 for the Longhorns, 1 for the Colts. And that is how you change a game.
Right there, Anthony. Touchdown.
Another touchdown. As the score piles up, the Colts extend their lead and get ready to celebrate a championship. 33-6 is a tough task with only 6 minutes left in the game and no real answer for this Colts defense is the main issue. What do you do when you have not but one drive made it competitive? Every drive has either been something quick. They've only really had 2 drives in the red zone, and that is a difficult way to play. You cannot expect to get deep passing touchdowns or rushing touchdowns every single play. They're going to need a lot.
Well, you talked about what do you do at this point. Normally we start talking about the offseason, but you know, in this season of football, it is the offseason. But unfortunately, the Longhorns don't get opportunities to draft players. You just kind of take this back and see what you can kind of do to just really get better on both sides of the ball.
There was some schematic things, but the main thing is ball security. Oh, a field goal. The play was taken back. The play was taken back, and they score on the very next play, bringing it back to 33-6.
Well, 27-6 actually, and that original touchdown was called back. I think that may have been holding. as it is again as the
33-6. Finally getting this drive capped off with 5 minutes and 27 seconds left in this championship. Now is about time when you reevaluate the tape, look at things like security when it comes to pass plays, watching out for unwarranted interceptions, fumbles, and not just fumbles. You cannot get the ball stripped from you in a way where someone is able to take it from you. You have to be prepared. You have to have ball security. It's job security.
Oh, definitely. And we see another run again as he's loose. And that's a touchdown.
Again.
Oh, there's another flag.
Multiple penalties. They want this
they're
game.
booing Anthony. I don't know if you can hear that right now.
They want this game to last another 3 years. This is not what the fans want.
Well, Anthony, the coach, certainly, their fans are showing a lot of pride right now, and obviously it's really easy to do that once you're up on the scoreboard. But 3 straight plays of penalties. Obviously, we can talk about all of the great things that the coach doing today. We have to talk about the things that set you back, things like this, things that have somewhat gave the Longhorns life. This is another one of those drives, right?
3 straight touchdowns taken back by 3 straight penalties. It's almost ridiculous.
Got to have this.
I do want to say, swallow the whistle, though. Don't try to make the game about yourself.
Definitely. About 5:10 to go here left in the fourth quarter. Again, the Carrolton Colts are up 27-6. They are on offense, 3 straight plays and penalties, which would have resulted in a touchdown. Before drop back takes it deep, and that's intercepted
and
again.
It is intercepted.
Will he take it back, Anthony?
As he tries to run it back, he is pushed out of bounds.
I said it once, Anthony. I said it twice. I've said it 3 times. I'll say it 4. When you keep giving a team opportunities like this, and let's be honest now, all right, they're going to be able to catch up in the next 4 minutes. But again, opportunity.
Boneheaded decisions, trying to score on every play because you want to be defiant to the referees. Let's say, okay, we did not love those penalties either. You do not now have to have 2 interceptions on your great game resume. Because now when they say the stats of this game, 2 rushing touchdowns, 1 passing touchdown, so many yards, 2 interceptions.
And Anthony, on that play, I believe that was a block back as far as the referee said. So I believe that's coming back and that the Colts will have another opportunity on offense.
Wow. Penalties.
And look at the good thing. That pushes them up this time.
Hilarious. The chain gang has been having so much exercise going back and forth. They may be the hardest working people on the field right now. The chain gang, each of them has 50 yards, 5 catches, and 2 touchdowns.
I think athletes like when the chain gang, the refs have to do a little extra work. We've been seeing in the NBA playoffs, guys, for those of y'all who keep keeping up with that, the amount of,
You're right,
that the refs have been getting for how they've been calling the game. But I think the refs out here have done a really solid job. And I was actually wrong. And they're going to take that on offense. That's a fumble that is the Colts' ball. And they will get it in the red zone. They have another opportunity to score. Once again, redemption is upon them.
4th, my apologies, 5th turnover by these Longhorns. You will not win a game with 5 turnovers. 2 in the second half.
I know back in my high school days when we turned the ball over 6 times in the playoff against against Newton Smith. We surely didn't win that game. You know, we had every opportunity in the world to do so. You know, the Colts have seemingly forced turnovers nearly on every drive here that the Longhorns have had the ball. And then again, hopefully they don't penalize themselves out of the red zone this time. But they got an opportunity to come here, put the final nail on the coffin for real, and walk out of here with a championship.
Let's see how the Colts played.
Oh,
and a botched snap.
Number 6 is struggling to get out, and he will take it down. That is a huge loss for the Carrolton Colts.
Wow. What a shocking turn of events. One botched snap. Now you are pushed back going from inside the red zone to the 25-yard line, and it is still 2nd and goal.
Do you think they're allergic at this point, Anthony? Or are they sick and tired of scoring? Or like, why can't we see to get in the end zone at this point?
They may be allergic to this game and how difficult and long it has been on both teams. The Carrolton Colts do not want to extend this lead any further. They feel as though 21 is the number.
27 certainly isn't a bad number to go off of, but hopefully, you know, they can get a this as
they. And another great run play.
Up the hole. Back again, pretty much where they started. Looks like at about the 6 or 7 yard line there.
Another great run by this dominant Colts running attack. That offensive line is getting pushed. That running back is running with power and speed. There is nothing that the Longhorns have been able to do the entire game with this rushing attack.
And once again, guys, this is the Big 12 Prep League Championships featuring the Carrolton Colts and, of course, the Houston Longhorns. Colts are up 27-6 and are threatening to score once again. They can find a way in the end zone without penalizing themselves. And there's another penalty right there. Let's see if there may be a hold.
Penalties. A lot of yellow cloth in the sky today.
Yeah, that's going to set them back again. They're booing again. The Colts fans, so they certainly aren't happy about that. As you know, the Colts have seen that so many opportunities to be able to score here and have the edge to punch it in. And this has probably been going on for about the last 2.5 minutes.
It has added an extra 10-15 minutes to this game, surely. Penalty after penalty, some of which is on the referees, some of which is on this Carrolton Colts team who is not playing disciplined and finishing this game out. They're losing their fundamentals and they're trying to just basically, I'm better than you, their way to the end of this game. Yes, you have won, but finish out strong. Show us why you deserve to be these champions. Referees, keep your whistles muted.
Well, that's going to be hard for them to do it, and you know, sometimes you have to be fair and call the blatant holding calls, right? But in this sense, you spoke just about the discipline, and when you're in the fourth quarter, you know, you want to be able to say, hey, we know we have this game wrapped up. We put our foot on this team next day, but you still have to play your technique. You still have to play your role. This game is not over. I would love to see the Colts within this last 2 minutes and 55 seconds say, hey, you know what? Let's really bog down here and get this let's punch it in the end zone one more time. Excuse me, that'll be 2.5 minutes left.
All right, the Carrolton Colts at it again.
Oh, and there it goes.
Sack.
Another turnover.
Recovered by another deep shot another deep shot attempted by the Colts fails. This time, a sacked fumble.
Yeah, that's going to hurt them right there. You know, again, Anthony, 2.5 minutes left to go in this game. And we gave the option to try to throw the ball. Now, obviously, we've been penalized into this position. But at this point for the Colts, I believe you should just say, hey, let's run it and let's run this clock out and get out of here with this championship.
They are doing everything in their power to give this game away, but it is already too late. They have already won.
It is too late. You know, you can do everything in your power to try to get the game away at this point. I know the Colts aren't actually trying to do that. But again, settle in. Know that your championship is coming as we see the quarterback
Slide.
pretty much slides, and there's another flag on that play. And let's see if that is all.
The amount of penalties is ridiculous right now. I'm trying to hold my tongue, but the referees won't hold their whistles, so I don't feel like anybody should hold anything right now.
No, I think at this point, let's play it on now. Right out the last 2 minutes of this game. There's a pass play right there as the quarterback breaks out to his left. He throws deep.
And he throws it deep, and it is intercepted.
There you have it, man. That's another turnover. And again, I totally expect the Colts now put the ball on the ground, run the clock out. Let's get out of here without any more turnovers and flags stopping the clock. I don't even
Any more turnovers, any more penalties, anything that would stop the clock. They actually should kneel with 1:47 left and finish the game out strong. I am proud of the Colts for 3.5 quarters of this game.
No, definitely 3.5 quarters of excellent football. You know, I'm sure the coach knows this is a championship. You kind of take what you can get at this point. You know, but you still want to emphasize to your teams, hold the line, let's hold our technique, and let's mitigate the number of flags we've been getting to finish out this game. You know, we've been preaching that message since about the start of the second half.
And now that we're pretty much at the close of this game, I kind of want to bring up how disciplined and how much dominance that the Colts showed. It looked like they were the better team going in, and they did everything in their power to prove that today. And it was just a great display of football in the trenches, a great display of running game, a great display of play action. And with a dynamic quarterback that can run like they have, they deserve this championship. Shout out to the Carrolton Colts, your Big 12 Prep Spring champions.
Well, that's what we want to say, you know. So, there it goes. I guess, you know, it's actually official at this point that they are the champions. And, you know, no amount of flags, fumbles, and interceptions at this point could possibly get the game over. As the Carrolton Colts super excited. Fans are excited out here. They're waving the flags. You see it in the lineup one more time, and that is going to be a run play. As you can see, to take whatever you get, run that clock on out. Coach said he did it again.
This is exciting for the Carrolton Colts. The coach is hype. The players are hype. It's in the air. It's in the atmosphere. With 25 seconds left, we just watched this clock ride out. We watched this team celebrate.
14 seconds pretty much in there. Well, less than that on the actual
Looks
score,
like they get the coach with the Gatorade. They celebrate the championship. 27-6. The Carrolton Colts dominate the North Houston Longhorns. 4 quarters of great play. And really only one good drive by the Longhorns showed the type of impact that the defensive line, especially, and the cornerbacks on the outside gave. We appreciate our champions. Great job to the Carrolton Colts.
And they got the championship shirts out, man. I'm sure they'll be putting those all on soon. As we let you fans and viewers view this game, me and Anthony have finished with our closing remarks. Anthony, look at the day, we kind of take it from the first part of the game and knowing that the Colts really just came out, put the foot on the next early. And yeah, we said they were bigger, right? They were a little faster. But we look at this game, look at the, severity of it and say, how many opportunities did the Longhorns have to come away with this win? We saw the fumbles, we saw the interceptions, we saw later in the second half in the third quarter, utilizing those power runs that got them into the end zone.
Exactly.
They would have figured those things out earlier, and though they did not get the opportunity to get to that point, they still had enough chances, and the Colts gave enough chances to the Longhorns to be able to get away with a win here.
This game was teetering in the early goings, but turnovers, and more turnovers by the Longhorns was really the deciding factor. That and not figuring out that rushing attack soon enough because the game was already out of hand.
Definitely. And when that happens, it becomes hard to come back. And this is championship football. When you get into championships, the room for error that margin becomes smaller and smaller and smaller. And when you come against a team like the Colts that are able to really take advantage of that, as well as super exceed their own mistakes, that's a championship team that you knew you were coming out here to face.
It was exciting football to watch, Tony. I am so glad I got to be a part of this championship game, be a part of this celebration with the Carrolton Colts. Great job by the Longhorns getting this far. Great season, great run. Hope to see you guys back in this championship soon. But right now, it is time to celebrate our champions, the Carrolton Colts. And Tony, how do you feel seeing this game? Who do you think would potentially be the MVP? I'm going to give it to the starting running back on that side for his dominant performances.
I think I agree with you on that. He ran hard today. I think he needs to be, celebrated for his efforts, surely. And again, guys, this is a preferably hosted by the Big 12. This is an opportunity for all teams to be able to come in, individual players alike, and get better. Get better with those who are great at their own individual schools or during the time of the actual football season for high school or middle schools or whatever the case is. And just really got to come in and become a better football player for the fall. So just to kind of close out again, guys, you've been watching the Big 12 Championships presented by Spot on Sports. Big shout out to all the moving pieces behind this too. Mario Aguilar and the Big 12 crew, obviously to the Spot on production crew here.
Absolutely.
Jorge Mariano. So to you guys, and you and Wade wasn't able to finish out with us, but we know we'll be doing more work with the Big 12 very soon, and you guys will see more incredible live streams with incredible teams such as this. Be sure, Anthony, you know we gotta tell them. Comment, rate, subscribe, drop us a like.
Absolutely.
Anthony, it is the new wave of sports that sweep the nation. We're not just accurate, but we are spot on.
Spot on.
Anthony Martin, this guy, hey, you're incredible, man. What can't you do, bro?
Thank y'all so much for having me.
The viewers need to know how awesome you are, man, because you do so many things, man. And I think this entirety of the stream is just great to have.
Everything you just said means the world to me, man. I can't do anything without Spot on Sports. I appreciate y'all for having me. I know the Carrolton Colts are appreciative right now, celebrating. I'm going to go celebrate myself. To everybody watching, love you guys. It has been Spot on Sports, where we are not just accurate, but spot on.
Signing out. Summit High School, Big 12, Preps League Sports Championship presented by Spot on Sports. Thank you guys and see you guys next time.